Hey everyone, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. So happy Wednesday, everyone. For a second, I was about to say Friday, but it's not Friday. We are halfway through the week. So pretty much, quick recap here. We closed the breach in the sky with the Templars' help. Um, we thought we did everything, but that wasn't the case. We ended up being attacked by a new big bad, or a big bad, named Corypheus, and he has the Red Cliff mages on his side. So the mages are now evil. He's got like a different sidekick. Depending which side you pick, whether it's Templars or mages, he's gonna have like a different right hand man or whatever. So because of what happened at Haven, it led to the destruction of Haven. I survived, and Solus, who thank God he's in our party, has led us to this place called Skyhold, which is a brand new headquarters slash home for refugees, for the advisors, and anyone who's kind of, be part of the Inquisition as well. So I do like this part of the game here where, like, you think you won. Like, you think you closed the breach, everything's gonna be good now, but no. The big bad shows himself, like, for the first time, and it's like, shit hits the fan pretty quick that it's unexpected, which is pretty cool. And now we have this big ass castle, basically a huge upgrade. So what we're gonna do is we're going to talk to a bunch of people because some story has progressed, and usually when that happens, there's going to be new dialogue from your party members. So I'm going to talk to everyone if I can. I know this place is much bigger, so it may take me a bit of time to get to everyone because there's like a lot of people you could talk to.
Look at this place. It's a bloody palace, it is.
Hell yeah, it is.
Fit
Oh
for a
shit.
king,
Gotta be
eh?
careful. Let's see. News from the latest Haven destroyed by Darkest Menace. Dire news from the Frostbacks. The Pilgrim Sanctuary of Haven, home to the new Inquisition, has been destroyed. Information is still vague, but some believe a dragon resembling an archdemon was involved in the attack. Fears of a new blight are now beginning to surface as the Chantry continues to flounder. Some are concerned that Haven's destruction may predict the Inquisition's imminent collapse. However, there is yet hope as reports indicate that the Herald of Andraste and Inquisition leadership survived and have found refuge elsewhere. Friar Belinus. So I'm not too familiar with this person here, but that pretty much sums it up. I totally forgot that there was the Archdemon as well, which is like that big ass corpse dragon that showed up, and I think Corypheus is able to control the Archdemon somehow. I don't remember how he's able to do it, but that just pretty much adds all the, adds more problems on top of the current problems, which is we have an Archdemon around. That means that there's going to be another blight. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Sarah here.
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Droste, what did I step in?
Yeah, that was unexpected. I totally forgot about the Archdemon. Let's see. I didn't expect it either, though. That was completely unwarranted, and I was blindsided by it.
I've apparently been through a lot. But yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be, oh, I stepped in dog shite. No one says, oh, a Magister God monster, I'm surprised. Impossible things aren't surprises.
Alright, let's see. Corypheus seems real enough, though, yeah. I made a mistake thinking that he was the architect for Dragon Age Awakening, but, he's a different person.
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh, wait, too late, right? A Magister who cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real things. It's too far, isn't it? I just want to plug the Skyhold rubbish so I can go play.
Go play what, though? I guess you just go back to thieving and scheming and killing anyone, who's like a bad guy or something. Do you believe or not?
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe or not?
In Andraste? Of course.
But you doubt what you're seeing and hearing.
It can't be true. Even fanatics don't want to be this right. Look, I have arrows. I can make this Corypheus believe in those. Good enough? Please be good enough.
Shit, okay, let's see. Seems like Sarah's kind of doubting, but also I think she's feels like she's in over her head because she, you know, things have gotten much more complicated since then. I'm gonna say I need hope, not selfishness. Like, please stay all the way through if you can.
I'm fighting Magisters. I need you aiming higher than simple selfishness.
Lumpy wants to be a god, and you glow or something. I just want to fix things so I don't have to think about what's real or not. High enough, my lady.
Let's see. Just follow orders, crazy, or I can romance her. Which is I think here. I hope there's more than you want. I think someone in the chat mentioned earlier from a previous stream that I can either romance Sarah or romance Aaron Ball. However, I do know that Sarah's romance does involve frontal nudity, so that's something I cannot show on stream here. So unfortunately I have to avoid that altogether. Maybe Iron Ball, but I'm not too familiar with his romance scenes, so I have to look it up later off screen and see if there is nudity. I think there is, but I'm not like 100% sure. If there is, then I'll just stick to just you know, not having a romance at all for this playthrough. Let's see, that almost makes sense.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
Alright, okay. That was cool. We got a cutscene too, so that was an important dialogue that you need to that I had with Sarah there. Oh, there's Iron Bowl all the way in the back there, so I'm gonna go talk to him. Alright, here we go.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
Oh, really? What? Let's see, you had something to show me?
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Okay, now there's a cutscene. I was a bit worried there. I'm like, did I miss something?
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise.
Okay.
Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
I'm gonna go follow along with the roleplay here. I'm gonna say little.
Huh.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Interesting. I'm gonna say little.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't think the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink.
That's funny. They don't even recognize me because of my different outfit, I guess.
I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
Interesting. I'm gonna say, let's see. Why did you act like that?
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
Oh, interesting. It's like he just wanted like honest answers from those guys. They make think less of you, or this was depressing. I'm gonna say that their attitude surprised me.
I knew some of the soldiers felt like that, but to actually hear it.
It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them. It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Interesting. Okay, maybe that's why they didn't recognize me. Because I was like, wouldn't they have saw me when I picked it, like, you know, accepted the role of Inquisitor, which is like the leader of the Inquisition. But I guess not. But hey, maybe they just one of them recently got recruited, I guess. And yeah, let's talk to Harding.
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
All right, cool. So she was never really at Haven. She was out on the other map. So let's go ahead and just talk to her. So what are you doing here?
Shouldn't you be out there, scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
Let's see. What's new?
What's been going on?
Sister Liliana glanced at me today. I think she's gonna have me killed.
Wait, what? Unless she did something wrong. I don't know. Tell me about yourself.
So, who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if she says anything else if we click this again.
What's been going on?
Ambassador Montelier sent me a basket of flowers to thank me for my work with the Inquisition. She's so lovely.
All right. Okay, we'll leave.
I should go.
All right, cool. So I think I forgot that you could talk to Scout Harding here, but there isn't a lot of dialogue, I think, with Scout Harding. So she's only like here momentarily, I think. Let's talk to Lizette. So she was like, I believe a Templar or something like that, and she just left the order and joined us.
Thank you for Haven and your efforts at Therenfall. I am committed to serve your worship.
Alright, cool, that's it. Let's just check the rest of this area here. Make sure I don't miss anything, because I know, like, this area's freaking huge. Oh, here's Blackwall, okay. Oh, wait, there's Flissa. Okay, this is the lady that I was able to save. I saved Flissa, and, I saved Segrid or something from the fire. The other ones I couldn't save in time. Unfortunately, they died.
It's you. Your worship. I'm serving now. In a different way.
Alright, cool. Let's talk to Blackwall here.
So, this is Skyhold. Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
Alright, cool. This looks pretty cool, like the
We'll
view.
be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
Let's see, and we'll be ready for him.
He's not going to get the better of us again.
We lost good soldiers that day, loyal men and women. Let him come. I swear I'll take the twisted bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
Alright, cool. Let's see, thank you.
I'm grateful for your support.
It's my job, isn't it? Killing Darkspawn.
Yep.
Look, in spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe in you. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
Hey there, into Shadyar. Good to see you again. Yeah, me neither. I don't think Sarah's like super religious. She just kind of lives her life day by day, to be honest. She doesn't strike me as someone who's like religious in any way. Let's see. I'm gonna say, I don't know.
There is so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter? Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Alright, we'll see you around, Blackwall. Alright, it was cool talking to you. This is kind of cool though. Like, you can come up here and you can see like the whole area, because you have like this bridge here, which is like, this is the main gate, but then over there it's like actually I don't know what the hell that is. It's just like another tower there, and I think the kids. Oh, I think that's like another entrance before you get into the main entrance. I think that's what it is, and it kind of leads off into the mountains here. That's kind of cool. Yeah, yeah. I think she's just saying like I think she's like making fun of me or something. It's like, oh yeah, what was it called? Touched Herald undressed? Touch Herald or something like that. I think that's what she was joking about. I think she's aware of the religion, but she's not someone who's like a devoted religious Andrastian, you know? Alright, so someone I think is in here. Actually, no, this is just a bunch of junk. Okay. Let's just keep exploring here. Oh, there's a quest marker, but what is that? Okay, let's see on our map here. Speak with Varric on the battlements, okay. Right, because he mentioned he knows someone that that he needs to bring. I know who it is. I just won't spoil it for anyone who doesn't know. So you find the blacksmith, Solus, Liliana. Okay, I think they're in a different building, right? Okay, so before we head off to talk to Varric here, because I know there's a bit of a cutscene. I'm gonna head down to the other parts of the castle we have access to. Oh, you romance Solus? Yeah, man, that's rough though. It's a tragic romance, but it's definitely memorable. I remember that. 'Cause I think I did also like my first playthrough or whatever when I bought this game. I had my character romance Solus, and then you know like you think things went well, but then I think what happened is that he disappeared, right? I think he did, and with no explanation whatsoever. And then you find out what he actually really is, and I was like, oh shit. Okay, so can I actually go in here? I can't. Okay. It's just like so dark on my monitor right here. Certain parts are really dark for some reason. I think the game is just dark in general. I think I may need to pump up the brightness a little bit. Who are these guys? Just more soldiers or something? Oh, these are just the Templars, so this guy's just like doing some sort of drill or something. Talk to Surgeon here. Okay.
Inquisitor, is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
Alright, let's investigate. Let's see. Are there many wounded?
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. Most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold. As for the rest, they either heal or... I try to make the passing painless.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's see. Are you new here? She seems like a new NPC.
I haven't seen you before.
The commander brought me up from the refugee camps. I'd been helping the pilgrims in simple ways. Setting broken bones, simple amputations and such. We need all the help we can get.
Oh, really? I think I vaguely remember that. I think my character did ask for that to remove the tattoos or whatever. And I think that's like during the romance scene, isn't it? Interesting in Trespasser. I don't remember Trespasser all that well with the DLC. I am gonna go play through that again because I did buy This Is the Game of the Year version, so it's got all the DLC and stuff like that. Let's see. Don't we have mages though?
You aren't a mage. Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it. Science, your worship, is the way of the future. Good health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
Interesting. Alright, goodbye.
As you were.
Your worship.
Let's see. There's a question marker here, actually. What is that? Oh, you talked to Cullen? Okay, let's talk to
The
him.
order was sent. Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now!
Guy's just scratching his chest there.
We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
Let's see. Do you ever stop working?
Do you ever sleep?
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established.
Good.
We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
Yeah, you know, why not? Because, like, we have, like, a much better, stronghold now with, like, better walls, bigger castle. We have, guards on rotation and stuff, so this should work out better than at Haven. Let's see, how many did we lose at Haven, though?
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse.
That's good.
Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
That is true. Her accepting Inquisitor just really catapulted people's hope again, which is what we needed for the army. Let's see. I hope I'm a good leader though, or I'm not used to the title, because that's like something she kind of hesitantly kind of accepted.
Inquisitor Kadash. Fancy title for a surfacer. It sounds odd, don't you think?
Not at all.
Is that the official response?
I suppose it is. But it's the truth. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
Let's see. Well, we can't fail again.
There can be no mistakes this time.
I understand. At least we know what
is this
we must
angle?
face. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
All right, cool, awesome. That's cool. Like we settled and we put everyone to work to make sure everything's all in order. So, which is good. And unfortunately, we lost probably like some people along the way because we were just attacked all of a sudden. But things should be okay. I think it does spruce up over time. Like things get cleaned up and stuff, and things look a little bit better. But most of the castle is actually intact. I guess I can't go through here yet. This does open up, so, but not yet. I think what happens at Blackwall goes in that, looks like a farm there or whatever. But right now, we're not going to bother because it's just a wall there. Look for Cole. Where's he at?
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Uh-oh.
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
That is true. If he was a demon, like, why would he have helped me, get out of my own head, you know? Let's see, how complex, though?
I'm not sure how much more complexity I need, Solus.
Indeed, my dear. He may call it whatever he likes, but it is still a threat.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solus. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But Cole looks like a young man. Could it be possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Interesting. That is actually really true because, like, he's a spirit that's left the Fade or something. Somehow. But he has a human form. Let's see, explain more of possession, because I don't think Merida would really know about that.
Dwarves don't have much cause to learn about demon possession. What do you mean?
Yes. Dwarves rarely draw the attention of spirits, possibly because of your ties to the stone. Spirits and demons cross over from the Fade by attaching themselves to something in this world. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
Let's see, I'm not gonna say this is awful. He's actually pretty helpful though. What if demons at the breach though?
The demons who came through the breach or through the rifts weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world.
Oh, interesting.
But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
That is interesting. So he came here before the breach happened. Okay, so he's been here for years? Okay, that's interesting, because I don't remember too much of Cole's backstory here. All I remember was that like he's like a spirit. He's somehow here in the physical world. I'm gonna say I'll talk with him.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
He was right.
Yeah, where is he? Like a ninja.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
Let's see. That's disconcerting. He's able to sense what that dude was feeling.
Glad to see you're settling in, Cole. Here I was worried you'd have trouble making friends.
Well, I guess they can't see him, right? Only I could see
Every
him.
breath slower. Like lying in a warm bath. Sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain. Dry. Scraping. Thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
I'm gonna say, what are you?
Solus tried to explain what you are, but honestly, I stopped listening after a while. Any chance you could explain it?
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Interesting. I'm gonna say, well, I want to like make sure that I have like a full party here. I'm gonna say stay and help us. Why not?
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Oh, Vivian disapproves.
Yes, helping.
That's to be expected, though.
I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die.
Oh, shit.
Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
Who is it, though? Let's see. End his pain. He's gonna die within hours and they can't help him anymore. I just might as well just give him mercy.
All right. Help him.
It's all right. I want to stay.
Alright, cool. The Forgotten Boy. Quest completed. Nice, okay. So it seems like, I don't know if this is a glitch where she's working on something, but then her leg's like glitching a little bit. But it seems like the soldiers in that cutscene, most of them, unfortunately, are dead. They didn't make it. We talked to Cullen, we talked to Cole here. I think Vivian's up at the top of the stairs. I forgot to talk to her, but you know, I went to talk to Blackwall first. So let's go ahead and talk to her. Talk to Sarah. Here she is. See what she has to say.
It was a mistake to use Haven as a base of operations. The town was completely indefensible.
I'm gonna say, you can blame me later. It just happened the way it did, you know? Like, we didn't think about, you know, the enemy attacking us full frontal, you know, like, just like that.
A lot of our people just died. We will discuss whose fault that is later.
Now is always the time, my dear. The past cannot be changed, and tomorrow may never come. You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
Shit. Okay, gotta be rude, like, mind your own business. So much depends on me. I couldn't save them all. Oh, boy. Let's see. It worked in our favor, or I'm gonna say, Corypheus will pay for this.
I'm not going to forgive what happened at Haven. Corypheus will answer for what he's done.
You're angry. Good. Anger can save you when everything else is gone. Just make sure you put it to good use. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
Interesting. Okay, I wonder if she's kind of like implying that we exert fear or something like that, or exert, hopefully not oppression, but exert fear. I think it's like what she's thinking of. Let me check the tavern. No, wait, we can't go in yet. Shit, okay. That's fine. Is there anyone else here? Oh, here's Cassandra. Okay. It's like further in the back.
Have you met this friend of Varric's, Inquisitor?
Not yet. No.
It had better not be who I think it is. I will wring that little bastard's neck.
Yeah, I know who it is, but I won't say it yet. I won't say anything yet. Actually, let's just check this part out here. Who do you think it is?
Why? Who do you think it is?
Someone Varric claimed he could not contact. Someone the Inquisition, indeed all of Thedas, desperately needed. I'll reserve judgment until I know for certain.
Right.
No need to have that rogue screaming persecution yet again.
Oh, let's see. And I say, I like your advice. I think this is a little bit different here with the dialogue option.
Do you have any advice for me?
Tell that demon, what does it call itself? Cole. Tell it to leave. He may not mean harm, but that does not mean he will not harm us. Spirits are not creatures to take at face value. Be cautious with him, Inquisitor.
Let's see. I like your advice. Let's see if she says anything else.
Do you have any advice for me?
Watch the treasury carefully, with that Sarah present.
You think she's here to rob us?
Possibly not, but I would hardly put it past her.
I mean, she is a rogue, so the chances for stealing money, you know, that is pretty likely. Let's see. Ask her again this time.
Do you have any advice for me?
It's good that you recruited Enchanter Vivian into the Inquisition. She is ambitious, but has always shown sense in her dealings with the Chantry. My advice would be to watch her, but heed her when she speaks. That one wastes no words.
That is right. She's pretty blunt with what she says. Okay, goodbye.
That's enough for now.
Alright, cool.
As you wish.
That is interesting. So Cassandra does agree, like having Vivian around and stuff, so... But I mean, like, Vivian does represent, like, the old order of, like, you know, being part of the circle, being loyal to the Chantry, so I think that's what Cassandra likes about her. She kind of falls in with the order. Okay, there's no one here. Okay, let's go up the, can we open this door, actually? Okay, no. Let's, oh, can we open this? Is there anyone in here? There's like these two people here. Okay.
Here. Tell the commander that this is the perfect spot for the armory.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this has not yet been set up. Okay. It's just like another way around. Okay, let's just go up, the stairs here. Okay, well, it just pretty much leads to a dead end or something. I could jump up, but whatever. I'm not gonna bother, so... I already talked to these people, so, I do want to kind of travel around a little first to kind of get familiar with the place, because I don't remember everything. Let's see, there's... I talked to Vivian and everyone else. Let's go up here, see if I missed anything, because this area is still fairly new, so... I think there are more doors here, right? Yeah, here's a door here. Okay, cool, yeah, I think Solus is in here or something.
What was this place?
Here he is.
So much...
Inquisitor.
I say, tell me about Corypheus.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhold. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
Alright, I'm gonna say, I'll ask them too.
Oh, I'll take advice from just about anyone right now.
Oh shit, he didn't
I'm
like that.
flattered. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
Let's see. Okay, here we got, new options here. Tell me about his orb. Because apparently it's like an elven orb, right?
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
Yeah, that explosion killed everyone but him, so I don't know how he survived. That's a good... That is actually a good question. The orb is elven, right?
You said that you believed the orb is elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
Oh shit, okay, okay, so, explains how he's able to control the archdemons. Like, this is our assumption here, but this is like, it's because of the orb. Right, let's see, what will he do next, though? We don't know.
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Orlais into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
Alright, so you're certain, though. That's right, I think, there's, the conspiracy or whatever, or a plan to kill the Empress of Orlais. That would, that'd be pretty bad for Orlais and for Eldon altogether.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
Alright, so what is his power base?
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the Blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
Alright, okay, that makes sense. So part of it is, being Darkspawn, I guess, and also for the orb. Alright, we'll talk to you later.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Alright, cool, that was cool. Hey, what's this? Actually, let me just check that later. Okay, I can't go through here. Okay, so what's this? Okay, request for resources on the Fade. Regarding your request, as a noted partner of the Inquisition, Lady Montilier has ensured our contacts are quick to reply. The few titles on hand accompany this letter, with the remaining en route from libraries in Valrayo and surrounding. Archivist Bannon. Fade in the Spirits, mysterious by Brother Ferdinand Genitivi. So it seems like Genitivi is still around. He's still alive. Oh, these are like from a book or something. Okay. Yeah, these are like books to recommend or something. I think that's what it is. Yes, I guess you're like looking for books or something to refer to or to learn more about. That's what it seems like to me. There's a huge list of books he needs. Let's talk to Dorian. We haven't talked to him at all. This is kind of cool.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Well, you can't really romance Dorian, so I'm gonna say, not at all.
You don't need to worry about me. I can keep up.
Yes, I noticed that.
Did you know?
Certainly. If you were a slack-jawed yokel, you'd already be dead. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters, a dark spawn.
That's interesting because, like, the Chantry, their story of how the Darkspawn came to be, that's actually true. I always thought it was like some tale that they made up or something to create a reason to put mages in the circle, right? But it's actually true. Let's see. They say the Chantry is lying.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn...
Right.
What other explanation is there?
Yeah, that's actually true too, because I think he's like one of the original Tevinter mages that broke into the Fade. And that's why he's technically one of the original Darkspawn, isn't he? Let's see. You seem upset.
Why does that make you angry?
Because the Imperium is my home.
Yeah, that's rough.
I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
I'm gonna say, well, you're not responsible. Like, that's maybe one of your ancestors, probably whatever, but it's not him specifically.
You didn't do anything. Those men did. 1,000 years ago.
True, except that one of them is up and walking around right now. Not to mention I have idiot countrymen who would happily follow him down that path again. I have no intention of letting Corypheus win. Not without someone from Tevinter standing against him. It would have been nice if you'd helped stop Alexius. But that's not how things went. So be it. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay and help the Inquisition.
Alright, cool. So I totally forgot about this Alexius dude, so I'm not sure what happened to him. He's probably still around or something, and he's still got, like, what? A shit ton of mages under his command now. You'd fight your own people, though?
You'd really fight your own countrymen?
Southerners like to think of the Imperium as nothing but slavers and cultists. Why not? That's all you see. But it's not true. Some Tevinters are not only handsome and well-dressed, but rather put off by all that rot. So, I'll happily kill cultists or anyone who thinks a Darkspawn god is the way of the future.
Interesting. You could be a spy. That's actually a good theory here. Like, what if he just is pretending to join us, but he's really just a spy altogether?
What if this is a ruse? The Venatori could have captured you, sent you here.
Rather elaborate, considering they'd need to have assumed you'd escape Haven. But I am the ideal spy. Charming, clever, perfect teeth and hair. It all fits. How about this? Let me help, and you can hang me later, if you wish. I look good in robe.
All right. Let's see. You're welcome here, man. I really like Dorian. I think he's a great character, and you know, why not have him join your party? So it's cool.
We can use all the help we can get.
No one will thank me, whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
I'm gonna say, well, no one likes a pessimist, though.
That attitude must be why they kicked you out of the Imperium.
They didn't kick me out? Well, only because they never got around to it. Eventually, they might have. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world.
Alright. It's nice talking to Dorian.
Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Alright, cool. Nice. It's cool that he's staying here. Let's see if he says anything else, actually.
Roderick, that chantry fellow who led us through the mountain from Haven. You know he died, I assume. Got us as far as the camp, and then that was it.
Okay, so I guess he just died from the wound or something. They say, I'm surprised he helped.
I'm shocked he helped us instead of running off.
I imagine being attacked by something undeniably evil changes one's perspective a bit. I helped him walk. He talked about you quite a bit. He just needed to be sure you were Andraste's chosen. He was terrified of what it meant, if it were true. But in the end, he believed. He asked me to tell you he was sorry.
Oh, wow. Interesting. So he actually apologized before he died. But he didn't say it to me at the time because it was just like pure chaos when Haven was attacked. Let's see. But I don't believe. He judged me too quickly, or say, I'm gonna say, thanks for telling me.
Thank you for telling me about that.
I thought it was important. Anyway, we can talk about something else if you'd rather.
Let's see. Why are you really here?
There must be some reason you haven't left. You can't want to stay.
Why? I have to be fond of you to agree with what you're doing. I do think you blunder about, Inquisitor, thrashing like a caged dragon at everything that displeases you. I still believe Corypheus needs to be stopped, and that I need to be here to help stop him.
Right, okay, yeah. Why is it so important, though? Like, why does he want to fight Corypheus, like the rest of us?
Why is that so vital to you? There must be a reason.
I'm just whimsical that way. Of course there's a reason. Corypheus was a Magister. He represents everything dark and terrible in my country. I have to help. Even if it means I stand on the sidelines watching, I'll do it. I need to know he's defeated. If that's meaningless to you, then tell me to go and I will.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that kind of makes sense. It's like, you know, this guy's like an embarrassment or something, or like this guy just makes the individual look even worse because he's like a, you know, evil mage and stuff. So I think Dorian wants to correct that. I'm gonna say, stay with us.
No, I'm not asking you to
I just wanted to know.
Excellent. Then let's not belabor it further.
All right. I do like the fact that Dorian has a reason as to why he wants to help out. It makes sense too, right? He's from the Tevinter, and this guy just
A little bird told me
wants to help
you were
him,
part
you
of the
know,
castle,
change
Inquisitor.
or
A little bird.
Well, a big bird. A big, indiscreet bird who was drunk at the time.
yeah, what was I about to say? You know, like he's also from the Tevinter, and then Corypheus is also from the Tevinter from like 1,000 years ago, and he's around like causing havoc and stuff. And Dorian wants to get rid of this guy because already, like, the Tevinter Imperium already has a very bad reputation altogether, and with Corypheus around, it's like 100 times worse. And I think Dorian wants to get rid of him because I think it just makes him not just him worse, but also like the city or the empire altogether, like make them look pretty bad. Like I do like the fact that Dorian is from the Tevinter because it does kind of dispel a lot of what people like from the south, like from Ferelden or like think about the Tevinter. Like Dorian's actually kind of normal, right? He's not like an extremist or he's a cultist. He's just a normal mage who grew up, I think, pretty well off. Let's see. You heard correctly.
What you heard was true. I was once part of the Carter.
Yep.
Not any longer. Too bad. They're an excellent source of cheap contraband. Back home, you see dwarves everywhere. And not just from the Ambassadoria. Rather odd how in the south, everyone thinks of dwarves as merchants. Limited view, in my opinion. Maybe you'll change that. In the future, one will hear dwarf and think Messiah. Down with stereotypes.
Let's see. Tell me about yourself.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
I'm gonna say it's obvious to me, or, if you say so.
You certainly think highly of yourself.
It's true. I could be more modest, but I'd be lying. Now, what was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
Interesting. I'm gonna say, well, your family is angry with you? Or I wonder if I can actually ask all these questions. I think I can. So I'm gonna start with this one here.
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family. We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see.
Interesting. I'm gonna say, you don't like Tevinter, even though he's actually from the Tevinter.
I'm getting the impression that you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal. There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse to acknowledge how far we've fallen because pretending is easier. We pretend the Qunari can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
I'm gonna say careful breeding? What does that even mean?
What did you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other. They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
Interesting. I'm gonna say, let's see, why not go back though?
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home.
Oh shit.
Not that it matters. I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some Magisters would disagree. But that's why we kill them.
Alright, that's enough for now.
I think I've heard enough.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
Let's see. Tell me about the Imperium.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Ah, yes. Everyone outside the Imperium always seems quite fascinated by it. Probably why they come up with so many ridiculous tales. Flying cows over Minrathous. That's madness. All right, that one's actually true, but the cows didn't have wings. I digress. Anything in particular you wanted to know?
Interesting. Okay, let's see. Do mages truly rule there?
It seems strange that an entire empire would be ruled by mages.
I find it strange that your mages don't rule anything at all.
Actually, the fiction in the Imperium is that mages don't rule. The Magisterium rules. That Magisters are all mages is considered a convenient technicality.
Interesting. So I guess like they have like a board. Is that right? The Magisterium that rules over the Tevinter. Let's see. The Magisterium. What the hell is that?
What is the Magisterium exactly?
The upper house of the Imperial Senate, and the only part worth having a seat on. Those seats are split among the circles of Magi, the Chantry, and the major families. All majors now. It's odd that outside the Imperium, you use Magister like it applies to every Tevinter mage.
Interesting. Okay, so what are you then? So I guess not everyone is a Magister, is that right?
If you're not a Magister, then what are you called? No special title?
I'm an Altus, which is almost as good as a Magister, depending on who you ask.
And what the hell is an Altus then? And an Altus is...
I've never heard of an Altus.
Upper class. Those families who trace descent from the Dreamers, the first prophets of the old gods. If you're a mage and you're not Altus, then you're later. Lower class. If you're not a mage at all, you're Soperati. That's everyone else. We do love our fancy words.
Oh, okay, so they have like different tiers, is that right? Okay. What about the Archon?
I thought the Archon ruled over the Imperium.
Well, yes. Technically, he can overrule laws passed by the Magisterium, but that never happens. Even so, he gets to appoint new Magisters, which means all the families vie madly for his favor. Thus, the Archon gets invited to all the parties. The truest path to Tevinter influence, let me tell you.
Interesting. So, wow, that's kind of cool. So, the Archon is kind of like the leader, is that right? I could be wrong, though. Let's see. About mages do rule, technically, because, like, what was it? He mentioned, like, the whole board. They're all mages.
If it's a fiction, that means mages do rule, then.
Yes and no. Let me put it this way. Mages do rule, but not all mages are equal. If you're not from the right family, chances are you don't rule anything. Maybe you're even a slave. The idea that anyone could be a mage, however, keeps the masses placated.
Let's see. Is that true?
Can anyone be a mage?
Technically. The potential runs mostly in bloodlines, but it's been known to happen. More importantly, commoners believe it can. Tevinter legend is chock full of mage heroes from humble origins. So they hold out hope. Someday my son or my son's son will be a mage. Someday. Poor sods don't realize that means he'll be a quaestor at the arse end of the 100 Pillars, at best.
Damn. Okay, so, like, even if, like, you know, they... Even if someone who's, like, who's got, like, like, they want to have a mage son or a mage daughter, or whatever, they're, like, at the lower rung of the ladder, so it wouldn't matter. They'd still have to work all their way up if that's even possible in the Tevinter. It seems like there's no way to get out of from like a certain class of mages or something like that. I'm gonna say, is that bad?
Being a quaestor isn't a good thing.
I imagine the average non-mage likes to think so. Counting numbers and shuffling papers all day is better than many occupations after all. If you're a second-class citizen among a pack of piranha, however, your outlook changes.
Interesting, okay. Alright, I want to ask something else, though.
Let me ask you something else.
Of course.
Let's see. Right, because I think this was mentioned in let's see, in the game, in the previous game, where like slavery does exist in the Tevinter, and a lot of the reason why the economy works is because they have a bunch of them. Oh, that's cool. You're playing Dragon Age Inquisition right now? That's cool. Let's see. The Imperium has a chantry?
There's an Imperial chantry, isn't there? With its own divine.
You people aren't supposed to talk about the Black Divine, are you? If you mention him outside the Imperium, people make that face, like you're urinating in public. But yes, we do have the chantry, or a version of it. Night and day comparing it to yours.
Oh, that's cool. Talk about like the you talk about Dragon Age Origins, where you're like a Grey Warden, so you romance Liliana in the first game? Let's see, is it really that different?
Is the Imperial chantry so different from ours?
Not in theory. The main difference is in the whole magic is meant to serve man, not rule over him business.
Back home, ruling the unwashed masses is serving them, for the good of the Imperium. Perhaps it started with good intentions, but these days it's academic. The circles are in command.
Interesting, so they do have circles, okay.
There are circles of magi in the Imperium.
We don't have dismal little mage prisons, if that's what you mean. They're academies, prestigious ones.
Oh, they're schools.
We have Templars as well, but they don't cancel spells or whatever your Templars do. They're soldiers. They watch for abuse of magic, yes, but only those who are weak or who fall out of favor get dealt with. Mostly they enforce their magisterium's edicts. The Chantry smiles and nods from the sidelines.
Interesting. So their Templars are pretty much like police or whatever, but they only get rid of the weak mages or whatever, or the ones who kind of fell out of favor. That's interesting. So the Templars' roles in the Tevinter is very, very different. Oh. Right. Yeah, Morgan's hard to kind of deal with sometimes. She's kind of abrasive, but you know, it is what it is. But Liliana I really like out of the two. I mean, there's Zevran, but I don't think you were there in the first playthrough that I did for Dragon Age Origins, but unfortunately Zevran died. He got killed by the crows. Let's see, the Black Divine. So I guess they have a dude as their divine instead of like, you know, the South they have like a female divine.
Do you really call him the Black Divine?
We don't call him that, oh no. In the Imperium, he's the true divine. The woman sitting on the Sunburst throne is some backwater pretender.
Oh, what the hell?
It stems from a disagreement over Andraste. Marvelous, isn't it?
Interesting. So they do things differently, but then they call the other one like an imposter or something, or not the real deal. They say a disagreement.
Why would they disagree over Andraste?
It's not my field of expertise, but the Imperium believes Andraste was a mortal woman, a mage.
Interesting.
Down south, they say, no, she's the bride of the Maker, ascended to his side, divine provenance, a blah blah blah. We feel better believing Andraste was one of us. Makes executing her less damning, you see. So we elected a man as divine, the South declared war, and we've been feuding cousins ever since.
Interesting, yeah, because I remember I vaguely remember that their divine is only male. The South is, they always pick like a woman or something to be the divine. When you mean by like a hard choice to romance them, do you mean like it's hard to choose between the three of them? Is that right? Let's see, your divine is male?
So, the Imperial Divine is always a man?
All the better to distinguish him from that other one, yes. Don't think there aren't a number of female magisters who bristle at that. Why can't they be divine after all? Same reason you never see a man on the Sunburst throne. Because that's how it's always been done.
Interesting.
Excellent reasoning.
Yeah, if it's like a tradition, then that makes sense. Like, no one questions it if it's like a continuous tradition every time. No one thinks about like, oh, maybe we should have the other gender on there. But it's just like a, you know, it is what it is. Just ask him, are you religious? I don't think Dorian is.
Do you consider yourself Andrastian?
The big question. It might surprise you that I do consider myself Andrastian. I simply do not believe in the Chantry. It is a relic, whether back home or here in the South. Something from a bygone age desperately clinging to relevance. It's not an opinion that makes me popular.
That's interesting. So he's a believer. He's not about the Chantry, though. Interesting. I'm going to say the Chantry has its place, but he thinks it's a little too old, like too archaic. I think it's just the way they run their organization or their order. I'm going to say others might object, yes.
I'm not surprised. It's not an opinion you should share.
You did ask, if you'll recall.
Yeah, I did. That's true.
This. I may not believe in the Chantry, but I believe in you.
In me?
That the Maker sent you, whether through Andraste or fate. Cassandra is not wrong. You are what we needed most at the moment we needed it.
That's what they will say in ages to come.
Interesting. I'm gonna say, you were a fool, no. I'm gonna say, I don't know. Like, time will tell, to be honest.
I'm not sure about that myself.
Doubt is good. I like doubt. It will keep you sane. Me? I've seen too much to believe I know everything. The world is bigger than I. Even bigger than you. It laughs at all the things we think we know. The Maker doesn't need me to believe. But I do. The thought of no one at all watching out for us is too frightening.
All right, let's see. I want to ask something else. I think that's it. A lot of backstory to Dorian here. Shit. Okay. Let's see. What about slavery?
Anyone who talks about the Imperium mentions slavery. It's the center of the slave trade.
Ah. That is true.
And did you have slaves?
Not personally, but my family does and treats them well. Honestly, I never thought much about it until I came south. Back home, it's how it is. Slaves are everywhere. You don't question it. I'm not even certain many slaves do.
Interesting. Let's see. I'm gonna say it's not like that here, though. It's very common in the winter, so I guess, like, for him, it's just like, that's just the norm.
Well, we don't have slaves in the south.
In the south, you have alienages, slums, both human and elven. The desperate have no way out. Back home, a poor man can sell himself. As a slave, he could have a position of respect, comfort, and could even support a family. Some slaves are treated poorly, it's true. But do you honestly think inescapable poverty is better?
That's actually a pretty good point. I think someone who has the option to work for someone, maybe they can get out of poverty. But again, it's not guaranteed that you'll have someone who treats you well. Shit. I'm gonna say I suppose not.
I suppose not.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know what it's like to be a slave, true. I never thought about it until I saw how different it was here. But I suspect you don't know either. Nor should you believe that every tale of Tevinter excess is the norm.
Alright, so could Tevinter be an ally? I know this is kind of like a weird question to ask, but you never know. Like, if there are more people like Dorian here, then maybe it would make sense to be an ally to them, right? As long as they're, like, you know, not extremists in some way or another.
I'm wondering if the Imperium would be a useful ally.
I'd think you'd be more concerned whether or not they'd support the Venatori. They won't, of course. At least, not officially. They'll disavow all knowledge of dangerous cultists. Secretly, many Magisters will rejoice at the idea. And if the South falls to chaos in the meantime, all the better.
Interesting, okay. Let's see, is that smart of them? I think it's more like a political move, and then pretend that they're not. I'm sure some of them are secretly, like, part of the Venatori, but they're like, oh yeah, we'll ally with the Inquisition or whatever, but find a way to destroy the South in some way or another so that they could probably take over, you know, parts of the South. I think that'd be a diabolical move, to be honest. Let's see, is that smart of them?
It would be in the Imperium's best interest to help. Surely it could use allies.
I don't think they need
I think the
allies.
Imperium gave up on the idea of allies a long time ago. We've been fighting the Qunari for what? 200 years off and on? It's a point of pride that we go it alone. They'll sneer at the South behind their silk handkerchiefs and say, you've had it easy for far too long. Let's not forget that the Inquisition seems to be an arm of the Orlesian Chantry. Anathema so far as they're concerned.
But we're not really the arm of the Chantry, though. We're kind of like our own independent order.
We're not part of the Chantry. The Chantry opposed the Inquisition's formation.
You think that matters? Don't be silly. The Herald of Andraste. Your very title smacks of the Southern Chantry. You may as well be a heathen. I think they're far more frightened what you'll do if you succeed.
Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Is blood magic common?
Just how often is blood magic used there?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all.
That's what any Magister would tell you.
they'd be convincingly offended by the notion too. Of course, what people call blood magic here and what we consider blood magic are two different things.
Really? What the hell? They call it something different? What do you guys call it?
What's considered actual blood magic in Tevinter?
Blood magic isn't inherently dangerous. Using your own blood or that of a willing participant, what's the harm? The problem is that what's permitted only gets you so much power. And what if you need more? You always need more. That's where we get into sacrifices and demon summoning. None of that is done. Not officially. Behind closed doors, it's a different story. Real blood magic can give you an edge, a leg up against your opponents. It's safe to assume that any mage of rank does it. The rest are quietly shut out of power, to put it bluntly.
Interesting. Okay, so you do it to get a leg up and stuff, but, huh, interesting. Okay, so no Templar intervention, so...
You'd think the Templars would object.
I imagine they did, long ago. Once, their investigations might have been sincere. Then their balls were cut off. Too inconvenient. Nowadays, only the friendless are accused. And most of them probably innocent.
No one disagrees, huh?
There must be some mages who oppose this.
Of course. I do. And I'm not entirely alone. Occasionally, there'll be a magister who makes noise. And then the reform talk begins. All very patriotic. Meanwhile, that magister will be quietly shunned. Chances are, surprise, it's learned he was a Maleficar all along. Most learn to keep quiet. Me? I enjoy the allure of pariahhood.
Alright, that's it. That's a lot of stuff.
Fair enough.
Interesting. Okay, so that's enough.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
Okay, shit. Okay, Tevinter Society. So we got to know more about the Tevinter because, like, we're getting a real, genuine perspective on the Tevinter. All we hear so far in the previous games and in this game is that they're all mages and that they're really evil and they all practice blood magic or something. So it's we get like a fair idea of what's happening there. But that's interesting though because I think you learn more about it in this game than the other games. Let's read this. The Veil. I can read that another time. I think there's someone else here as well. Do you want to pick this up? There's all these like books and stuff. What's this? Talisman? Okay.
Greetings,
Some women.
Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns.
Oh, okay.
You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
What the hell? Oh, you replaced Manave?
You're taking over the duties of Manave?
Yes. Her death provided the vacancy.
Oh shit, okay,
I am
she
told
died too.
there are
Oh
many who
no.
will miss her.
Ugh.
My skills will ensure that you do not miss her ability.
Let's see, you're tranquil?
You were made tranquil.
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
Let's see, what are your abilities though?
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
Oh, interesting. Does that mean that she lost some of her memories when she was... before she became a tranquil? Let's see, how are your duties going?
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Not optimal given the facilities. Skyhold should be improved, or our efforts will continue to suffer.
Alright, good. Good to know.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
I think this is the table. Yeah, here we go. Turn in research. Got the random materials or whatever, so... there's someone else up here as well. I think the Liliana's all the way up here. Here we are. Let's talk to Liliana.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Wait, what the hell? Something wrong?
The names of those we lost.
Oh.
You must blame me for this.
Oh, why? She had nothing to do with that. Let's see. Now that you mention it. I'm gonna say I blame Corypheus. We had no idea.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
Oh shit. Everything is confusing at Skyhold. I feel like I'm walking into like conversations to the end. I'm like, what the hell did they talk about? I'm gonna say, or we could have lost both. We could have lost the men, and then we could have lost Haven as well. So I think it just, you know, it wouldn't matter what she did.
More likely, they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway. You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Ooh, it's kind of intense. Let's see. I'm gonna say our men are not disposable.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We're better than Corypheus.
Alright, hopefully that makes her feel a little bit better. She's still kind of mad at herself for what happened. But honestly, like, we can't change what happened. And I think it was a good decision to, you know, pull back those people. Because I think those people survived. Like, her scouts survived because she put them back at Haven at the time. Let's see, examine on the condition of your charges. Okay, dear Liliana, you'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. Schmooples II is still unhappy about his meal plan and tries to get into the pantry. I had to have a bolt installed, and now he whines constantly. The two little ones are still a handful, but good news, I managed to discourage Boulette from relieving himself on the silk rug Justinia gave you. Felicienne from 2 doors over has been visiting almost every day to play with the nugs. She's quite delightful, and Schmooples II is fond of her. I suspect it is because she brings him sweets from her father's shop. I had to ask her governess to keep her from visiting the house, however, as someone tried to infiltrate it 2 nights ago, an agent of one of the Blankards, hoping to uncover some of the Nightingale's secrets. I neutralized and interrogated him. His ability to withstand questioning was deplorable. Someone needs to talk to the Blanchards about their spies. All I had to do was put Schmooples II in his face and tell him that I hadn't fed the creature that day. Your pet played his part admirably. I received your orders and will depart for Ferelden as soon as possible. I have arranged for a gardener to take over nug keeping. Oh, that's cute. She's got like a little pet. Sparrow. Don't know who that is. a +1 to soft and Liliana. Spy at Haven? I don't think so. I don't remember that. I don't think it happened during my playthrough here. Note found in Skyhold's rookery. Sadler. I'll just read that another time. These are just regular NPCs.
Want access to the birds.
I'll find time to close a border.
Get the cages up here. Quickly.
This is Liliana's area. Is there someone else here as well? There's like 2 people on the map there. Okay, so I can't even open this. I think I found everyone. Oh wait, I don't think I ever talked to Josephine yet. So, where the hell are they? This is the blacksmith, I think. Oh, this is to talk to Josephine. Okay, there's like an exclamation mark here. A question mark here, and there's like a quest map here. I'll find the war room. Let me talk to everyone here, just to be sure. Talk to... This whole episode is just me talking to people. Hey there, Ryan Rhino. Alright, so... You know what, let's just fast travel, because it takes forever to get somewhere. Wait, what the hell? I can't go here? What? Maybe I should be standing still? Serious? Shit, okay, I guess I can't do that? Maybe I need to, find everything? I don't know. Alright, I think the longest conversation I had was with Dory, just because it's the first time talking to him, so we learned more about the Devinter, learned more about him. It's kind of cool. Alright, here she is. Wait, what the hell? What? Oh, maybe it's this other door here. Oh, it's dark as hell. Can't see shit. Alright, here's her new office. Okay, here she is. I honestly think this is a way better room for her office than, like, the one at Haven. It was, like, so small over there at Haven. This is, like, yo, this is, like, a cozy, big-ass office. And this is what I want for an office.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters.
Right.
It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Okay, I think this part is like we go to the ball, which is pretty awesome. Like, you know, like we get to play a bit of politics here. In relay. Let's see. Dangerously unstable. I'm not sure what she means by this.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
All right. Okay, cool. Let's see. I don't have a thing to wear, though. Got this... looks like pajamas or something that I'm wearing. I don't know. But it's, like, socially acceptable for me to walk around in this outfit.
A grand masquerade? I need to go shopping.
Yep.
I'll arrange for an invitation at your discretion.
All right. Is that it? Let's just talk to her again, just in case she's got more dialogue here.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
I'm gonna say, yes, let's keep up appearance, because I think that's pretty important to make sure that we're all put together.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Thedas requires. The Templars will be scrutinizing your leadership. They should feel secure here.
That's true, actually. If they don't, I can't blame them. Our own safety comes first, or... let's see. Yeah, if they don't, I can't blame them, you know?
After that battle with Corypheus, how could anyone not feel perfectly safe?
I can't stop dwelling on the day he attacked our camp. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
Oh shit. Okay, they died immediately too. Let's see, I wish we'd save more lives, but we'll have our revenge. I mean, that's a little too intense there. Let's see. I won't let it haunt me. We gotta, you know, think forward, like move forward with the situation at hand here.
I can't permit bad memories to influence the job we must do.
A proper example to set for those still alive. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady.
All right,
I will now
cool.
bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
Nice, would you care to go for a stroll? Let's see if this works.
I'm loath to part from such pleasant company. Would you care to walk the castle with me?
Oh,
Well, a tour then? Let me fetch the steward.
That isn't precisely what I was hoping for.
Well, do let me know if you change your mind. Now I must find someone to prepare the guest quarters.
Right, I think that just went way over her head. She's like, oh yeah, I'll just get someone to walk with you. Like, no, that's not what I meant. But I don't think she's into women or something like that. I think she's only into like a male inquisitor or whatever. I'm not sure if there's like a race, a specific race preference that she romances. I can't remember that either. All right, so let's see what's in here. I think this is the war room, right? Yeah, this is the new war room. But I just don't want to go in there just yet. I do want to talk to Ferric. He's up at the top or something. I think he's near like the wall. Or like, what was it called? The wall battlements or something like that. I think he's there. I think what'll happen is like once things are spruced up here, I think certain people will move around again and they'll be in a different location at that Skyhold or whatever. So, I don't remember where everyone's going to be, but I don't think it's going to be that far off. Is he here? No, this is just like a busted room. Here we go. He should be up here. Oh, there he is. Okay, here he is. Okay. Whoops. Let's see what he has to say. Wait, he's already here?
Inquisitor, meet Hawk,
Oh,
champion
shit.
of Kirkwall.
Yep, he's here.
I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus.
All right.
You and I did fight him, after all.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
Interesting. Okay, so this is a little weird here because I played Dragon Age 2 and it was like a female Hawk. And her name was Freya. So I don't think all the stuff, like all of the stuff that I did in the first two games have imported into this game at all. I don't know if that's still an option at all. I think you need to do is have your save files saved up on the cloud somewhere, and then they pull them into Dragon Age 3, but I believe they disconnected that. Again, like I'm not 100% sure on this, but this is the default Hawk, so any decisions that I made from the second game and the first game are not reflected in this game. So, which, you know, it is what it is, right? So I have to deal with, this is the regular Hawk. I think, I don't remember his first name. I don't know if they ever gave him a first name, but it's just Hawk here. Let's see. I don't dwell on it.
If I thought like that, I'd never get anything done.
How do you put it out of your head?
I go out into the wilderness and find something that wants to kill me. That usually clears my mind.
It always worked for me. And speaking of things that want to kill you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
Oh shit, okay, he's got some sort of like mind control, is that right? Let's see. That's not good.
So Corypheus has the Venatori, the Red Templars, and now possibly the Wardens as well.
Oh shit.
Wonderful.
I didn't come this far just to give you bad news. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
Oh shit, okay, so I guess it's like a different area? What were you investigating?
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
We've encountered red lyrium. Corypheus was using it to corrupt the Templars and turn them into his slaves.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
Let's hope so. I believe, he mentions, like, the Grey Warden named Stroud, so I think this is the exact same dude that we saw at the ending of Dragon Age 2 when, no, not the ending, shit, not the ending. I think it was, like, near the end of the second act or something when the Kunari rose up, and then he kind of showed up. There was, like, a few other Grey Wardens around, and they just happened to be there, and then they kind of left. I believe that's the same dude that we talked to. I could be wrong though, but I'll look into that just to be sure. I'm pretty certain because his name does ring a bell. I'm pretty sure that was him in that cutscene in the end of Act 2. Let's see. It's worth a shot.
I'll take any lead I can get at the moment.
Good. I'll do whatever I can to help. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
All right, that was cool. Talking to him. Oh, you can still talk to him? Okay, cool. You fought Corypheus? Okay, so I don't remember this part.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
Oh shit, okay, where have you been?
And where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
Interesting. Okay, so that explains why he kind of left all of a sudden. What happened in Kirkwall?
Varric said you were the champion of Kirkwall. I've only heard a little about what happened there.
What happened at Kirkwall was the same thing that happened everywhere. Fearful of blood magic and abominations, the Templars brutally suppressed the Circle. And in their desperation to survive, the mages of the Circle turned to blood magic, or became abominations. Finally, a rebel mage named Anders destroyed Kirkwall's Chantry, and everything came tumbling down.
Let's see, yeah, you knew Anders, so I actually wonder if he died or something, or like died after the fact, because when I played Dragon Age 2, I let him live. But I don't know where he disappeared after things have resolved at the end of the game.
I heard that Anders was your friend. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders.
Right.
He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
Yep, he blew up the, what was it, the Chantry in Kirkwall. That was pretty messed up, and that just pretty much instigated like a full-on war between the Templars versus the mages. Why are you alone?
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. My uncle Gamlen's still in Kirkwall, but everyone else I used to know, they've pretty much scattered to the winds.
Interesting, so he has no idea what happened to the rest of his party members. It's interesting that he mentioned that he has a brother, so I think that's Carver. So Carver would have survived in the default story. And then Uncle Gamlen is still in Kirkwall, which makes sense. I think he's still living in the same kind of dingy place. I think it was like a Lowtown or something. What has Varric told you?
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition.
All right.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Alright, cool. We can actually meet him there. Nice. Okay. I think that's it with talking to Hawk. There isn't much information that he needs to give us, but that's important though. Holy shit. It's... that was a lot of talking with party members, but it is very important though to kind of catch up and see what they're up to. You can also pick up some quests, I think, from them if you want. They're not huge, I think, but I think they, at most, they probably increase their approval of you if you want to do that. I don't care too much about that. Yeah, it's a long ass talking situation here. Oh, we can talk to Segred actually.
You get a title, I get the boot. I see how it is. I mean, thanks for my life. Pleased to serve.
Alright, cool. We saved this guy from a burning building. Then we saved Flissa, who's like the tavern lady. So we saved these two people. Unfortunately, we couldn't save that horse guy. I think his name is Dennett, and there was like another person, I think, who also died, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly... I'll just save up a new one here, just in case. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break, and then we will see with what happens next. Alright, I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So, let's head off to the war room now, because we talked to everyone, I'm pretty certain. We talked to the party members, the advisors, and also to a couple of NPCs. And that should be it. Oh, wait, there's also... Shit, I forgot about the blacksmith. Okay, so... Oh, Varric's here.
Need something?
Let me see. Tell me about Corypheus. I guess, more to Varric's dialogue? Okay.
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
Alright, so how did you find him?
How did you first encounter him?
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carter clan that went rogue. They were sending assassins after the Hawk family. We tracked them to a rune in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the rune, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful darkspawn.
Interesting, okay. Why didn't they just kill him, though?
I've never heard of Wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there, Corypheus can control Wardens somehow. They couldn't attack him. The Wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
Oh, I see. That explains why they put him in prison or something. But what is he exactly?
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The Wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a Magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth, he's one of the people who caused the blights.
Alright, let's see. You said he should be dead.
You and Hawk both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
Alright, enough about Corypheus. So, they're the reason why he's roaming free, basically.
Alright. I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem.
Alright, it was nice talking to Varric. There we go. Should have exhausted all of his dialogue at this point. I think this is the... Okay, this is where the blacksmith is now. I wonder if it's a different dude now.
Now, what did they make down here, and what can I make?
Alright, cool. Tint armor. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Actually, let's talk to this dude. Harriet. Okay, so Harriet did survive.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
For you and me both.
You think it's strange to say. It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You did what you could, I suppose.
Let's see. Any thoughts for the Lost?
Have you any thoughts about the people we lost at Haven?
Yes.
Care to share?
No. It hurts and I don't want to spit on your efforts. You saved who you could. We have to be happy with that.
How are the new facilities?
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
Right, everything is functional?
You've got it all up and running.
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
Alright,
I'll
cool.
be back later.
I'll be here.
Alright, this is like a really cool area. We can come down here and pretty much upgrade your weapons or make new weapons and do upgrades and all that good stuff. You craft weapons, Skyhold customization. Okay, cool. This is like where we can like make it look nicer and stuff. This is like the Sims part of the game. That's cool. We can do Dwarven. 3 marches. Okay. Circle of Magi. Relay. Grey Warden. There's a Venture Imperium. That's got Arbalin. Okay, that's like the Kunari stuff, isn't it? Let's do Dwarven Man. That's kind of cool. Ed. Okay. Huh, it seems like there's like other stuff. I wonder if I can like make it all Dwarven or something, but I think those are not... those aren't available right now. Do Dwarven. These are all locked, except for these two. Oh, these are all like statues or whatever. Or decor. Throne. Oh shit, this is kind of cool. The Dragon Moth throne? Let's do that. The others are not unlocked yet. Windows. Okay, Ferelden. Inquisition. Do Frostback. Actually, let's do Inquisition. There we go. That's kind of cool. Upgrade potions. Let's see. Oh shit, we don't have any anything to upgrade here. Can we do this? No, we're missing a couple of things. Okay. Oh, nice. Tears of the Dead. We have not done this before. Guess we can't do this. Hey, it's okay. Craft armor. Oh, what's special shipments here? Ooh, nice. Okay, we got dragon stuff. Okay, craft armor. Damn, okay. See if we can find something that's better for heavy armor and stuff. Heavy armor of the dragon, that's kind of cool. I guess I can't wear that because I'm like a dwarf or something. The Orlesian armor. Let's see if we can add a sigil here. Sigil of the Nug. What does this do? Oh, I see. Plus 25% healing bonus. Okay, that's kind of cool. I think I'm good. I think weapons are a little more important here. I don't have any rounds. There we go. I actually don't have any rooms. Okay, let me just see if we can buy some stuff. Let's dude's place. The craft armor. We can tint armor. That's kind of cool. We can like change the color. Oh, interesting. Okay, so actually it's not a huge deal. Let's see if we can modify some weapons here. Needs a rune. And nothing for this one either. See. Got the igneous staff, okay. He's got nothing here for upgrades. This is coal here. Okay, nothing, basically. Whoops. There we go. There we go. Let's see if we can give him better arms. Nope. Aiming. He's got nothing yet. Let's see if I actually buy anything. Future changes. There we go. There we go. Okay. Craft armor. Craft weapons. Yeah, craft runes? We don't have the items necessary to make these though. I think we need like, essences, is that right? Blank runestone. Okay, we don't have those items. Corpse heart, okay, that's from enemies. How about this one here? I don't even have blank runestones. Upgrade potions, equip potions, modify weapons. Modify, no, craft weapons? Here we go. Maybe this is what we need? Let's make one of these. Alright, cool. Okay, so this is pretty much like the, sword. So I think some schematics, you can actually make the weapon itself, or you can make, like, the upgrades and stuff. Yeah, here we go. Curved staff, grip, rugged staff, grip, and then jeweled staff blade. This is actually the whole thing here. And these are actual blades itself. Here we go. We need to make this. Wait, there's like the master work, sturdy Bianca grip or something. And enhanced here. Let's give this a try. Give him the canine leather there. It's also enhanced here. I don't know if this is better. Maybe it is. I don't know. We'll see. And the rest I don't have. Let's see, 32. Deadly limbs. Okay, that's kind of cool. Like the Bianca aiming. He doesn't have anything for aiming yet. No. Nice, okay, let's see if I can modify his weapon now. Because he can't change out his weapon, so... Here we go. There we go, agile grip. I think that's the same. Oh shit, I made like an extra one for no reason. Interesting, so +9 attack. Oh, this is lower though. Oh shit, but then plus 18% critical damage. Let's do that. No runes though. Whoops. Oh shit, okay, let me just put that on there again. There we go. Confirm the changes there. There we go. This needs a rune. Also needs runes. I think this also needs a... Oh, it is a grip I could put. And this is Dorian's weapon. But I'm gonna switch out his weapon though, because he needs an upgrade. Black wall. Alright, here we go. Strong enhanced aft. Okay, cool. And then full. Yeah, I can't do anything with this one here. But it seems like I need grips though. Right? Is that right? Grips and rune if I want. Okay, cool. Oh, she already has that. See for iron bowl. Okay, cool. I can have a balanced pommel or a firm round pommel. Plus strength. There we go. The rest I don't have. Craft weapons again. I kind of wish they made it easier for you to kind of recognize what were upgrades and what are actually weapons. Unless it's here, I don't know. Cleansing rune. We don't have any of the things that we don't have these materials. Yeah, we don't have enough of those. Yeah, I kind of wish some of these extra upgrade schematics were on a separate area, like a separate section here, because it is kind of confusing. Let's see. Let's do rugged bow grip. Okay. There's fennec fur. Okay, let's do that. Go through each one here. We don't have a grip here. This one we do. So you can modify, not the armor here. We want to modify the weapon here. Or, Sarah here. There you go, 17 dexterity. Cool. Okay, I think that's it for now, for hanging around in the Undercroft or whatever. Let's go ahead and just move on with the story here. So we already have some idea of what to do here, which is go to Orlais and save the Empress, apparently. So, go. Is this the right area? No. thinking it's like the right door, but no, that's the wrong door there. I think this is the right one. Yeah, here you go. This is her office here. Alright, let's see what's up. Our new war room, which is cool. Okay, so they already finished the missions. And oh my god, there's a lot of missions to do in this game. Alright, upon the waking sea, we found what we were looking for, an ancient vault all but buried in the thick vegetation at the heart of the island, no doubt untouched for over 1,000 years. The effort to open the vault we found within was interesting. According to an agent named Rion, this was the retreat of one of the last of Andraste's disciples, a guardian who fled some manner of attack on the site of the sacred ashes. He expected reinforcement by other disciples who never arrived. Whatever texts the man thought to preserve have mostly crumbled, but we recovered a number of other artifacts from the site, and a significant find that will undoubtedly prove of great interest to Chantry scholars, even if it will take them years to sort through all the debris. Alright, cool. Enhanced belt of urgency, nice. Cool, so we got some money here. Cool. I think I put Josephine on this side, right? Yeah, here we go. Alright, so the papers say, the papers we received from Sarah's friends document a Lord's sabotage of a rival's marriage. Quite the scandalous affair, very useful implying our influence. Alright, we got 30 influence, there we go.
Skyhold does seem more secure than Haven.
Only if we have the numbers to defend it. A place like this serves no purpose without enough people to make the running worthwhile.
Meyer resources. What the hell is this? Oh, I see. So some of these are like, you can grab some more items here. So Blood Lotus and Dawn Lotus are both found in the Foul Mire. The area is also known for Summerstone and Blue Vitriol. Now that the Inquisition has established a camp in the region, they can instruct the men to seek out these resources to send anything they find to Skyhold. I think this is resources as well. Okay. Investigate Frostback Basin. What the hell is this? Oh shit. Okay, this says level 20. What? Okay, this is like further in the game. It says here to Ambassador Josephine Montelier, thank you so much for your earlier correspondence. I confess it's been difficult to get those in Orlais to take this discovery seriously in light of recent events, but I am positive that scouting the Frostback Basin will yield historic discoveries beneficial to both the academic field and the Inquisition. As a staunch supporter, I am honored to be working in such great company on this historic occasion. Yours most sincerely, Professor Brom, Henrik, University of Orlais. No, we don't want to do that. We are not level 20. More coin. A memorial for Haven. Alright, let's do this one. This is important here. It says here, Ambassador Montelier, although we have not always seen eye to eye, I believe that on this subject we will be in perfect agreement. I would like to build a monument at the site where Haven stood as a memorial to all those who have gave their lives defending the faith. Shall we work together to honor these fallen heroes, Madame Ambassador, Marquis de Relion? Okay, let's just have Josephine do this. I can do some fundraising for the project, and we should send a representative for the ribbon cutting. That's a very diplomatic thing to do here. Or we can send Cullen, which is, I'm sure I can get some volunteers from our ranks to help with the construction. No, let's just send Cullen here. It's like a quick way to finish this. They'll build the damn monument for them. Interesting, so Liliana and Josephine can participate. Now that you're in charge, there's something I thought I'd bring up. There are Venatori mages out there lurking in the wilderness. This comes as no surprise to you, since you can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Corypheus' minions, but these particular Venatori have additional significance to myself. One, I know them personally. I would call them friends, except that would imply I didn't want them dead. Which I do, since I have an idea of where they might be, thanks to an investigation began before coming south. I thought we could put our heads together and track them down, at which point they would sneer something at you in Deventer and you would be forced to kill them. Which makes everyone happy. You for eliminating a potential threat, me for eliminating men and women too stupid and short-sighted to be permitted continued breath. They would be less happy, but who cares about them? Up to you, my Lady Inquisitor. Okay. So... these guys are part of the Venatori, but these are friends. Quotation marks, so... and they're part of the Venatori. Okay. Let's see. If there are Venatori out there, they'll show their faces. Someone has seen them and coin loosens their lips. Okay, we don't want to spend coin on that. There's Liliana. Let us look into this carefully and quietly. We do not wish to alert the Venatori to our awareness of their existence. We can track them down if we have Liliana put her scouts out.
Inquisitor.
What are these? Disaster in the deep roads. Oh, okay, so what the hell is this? Let's get this for now. I think this must be a new area you can go to. There's darkspawn activity. Okay, find the warden. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff here. Hawk has revealed that Corypheus can influence the minds of Grey Wardens. If the Darkspawn brings them under his sway, he'll command a legion of highly skilled warriors. The Inquisition must hunt down Hawk's Grey Warden ally hiding in Crestwood to learn about the other Warden's plans. No one has traveled to or from Crestwood since the breach, and Liliana will send her fastest agents to discover what disaster has rendered it silent. Okay, so let's do this another time. That's part of the story here. Shit, okay. Ooh, Merchant Princess, okay. Search for the hack writer, so the person who's impersonating Varric here. Acquire the Arcanist. Oh, this is $0. Zero time, okay. Let's see, Skyhold has incredible potential for runecrafting and mastercraft smithing. If only we had a gifted mind to gain full benefit. The war and the Venatori have claimed many experts, but we have located an Arcanist. Great skill and reputation for humbling first enchanters in both Andrastian and Imperial circles. Two assassination attempts and at least one explosion have made landholders reluctant to allow her passage through their territory. It would take significant effort to bring her from Cantervale, but this Arcanist would be invaluable. Okay, we'll send Josephine because she's the only one, really. It says here, Alliance can overwhelm any concern. The owners of where she will travel need only be convinced of the worth of pleasing us. Okay. Alright, we got someone already. It's pretty quick. Let's see, the Arcanist has been secured despite great cost and the concern of more than a few traditional-minded mages. She awaits a meeting with the Inquisitor in the Undercraft. Okay. I don't remember this person at all, but if they can make some crafting materials, especially runes, or whatever, that would help. Alright, cool, that was easy. Let's get the strike a bargain with the Merchant Princess. This sounds like something like Josephine will deal with. It says, Inquisitor, the allied merchants of the Monarchy of Antiva have inquired whether they can assist us in any fashion. They could provide us with some of the finest goods and thetas, a powerful booster prestige, and spread our influence north. The Merchant Princess will also attempt to ensnare us in contracts so convoluted that we will be internally tied to them. If we are interested, we must send our most skilled negotiators. Our diplomats are well respected, and I feel we can come out ahead of the bargain if we are prepared to commit to it. Ambassador Montilier. Okay, so this is something she's suggesting that we do. Right. We want some goods and stuff, but also their contracts are very convoluted and complicated if we are not careful. Let's see. I have chosen a few dozen diplomats to handle the Merchant Princess. I will, of course, inspect everything we sign myself. Okay?
At your service.
So make sure we don't get ensnared or tied to, like, you know, like tricky stuff. Like we don't have the wool over eyes when we deal with the merchant princes. Okay. There's a disaster in the deep roads. I want to check that out as well. Let's also find the warden. Let me check Orlais, actually. Let's see what's up. On Orlais's side, there's a lot of stuff here. Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. This is the Empress. This is where you go to the ball. What the hell is this one? Investigate the western approach. What the hell's this? Alright, let's go back to Ferelden. Let's check out the disaster in the deep roads here, because that sounds like a lot. Oh shit, okay, let's see, the Inquisition has received an urgent request for aid from Orzammar. A subterranean earthquake has collapsed one of their Lyrium mines and endangered several others. Even worse, tunnel seals preventing Darkspawn from overrunning the dwarven occupied deep roads have crumbled, allowing hordes of the enemy to invade. Orzammar is a key provider of the Inquisition's Lyrian supplies, and as such, its security is a top priority. The earthquake opened a fissure in the Storm Coast Mountains, granting direct access from the surface to the threatened region underground. Constructing a mining lift at the fissure site will permit the Inquisition to transport forces directly to where Darkspawn fighting is fiercest. Okay, let's see. Now, these are all the same, actually. Let's see here. I know where to find people who can build a mining lift quickly and safely. It says here we need to move quickly to contain them. I'll dispatch my best people to the Storm Coast at once. And then there's Josephine here. Orzammar has the experts we need to build such a lift. At your discretion, I can hire a team of their best construction workers right away. There we go. New area unlocked. Okay, cool. We might have to go here instead. It says here, a construction team arrived in the Storm Coast Mountains and set up a mining lift to transport Inquisition forces from the earthquake fissures opening down into the deep roads. A report sent by Messenger Bird. Inquisitor, the mining lift in the Storm Coast Mountains will be finished by the time you get here. Anyone going into the deep roads should dress accordingly. Don't skimp on the armor and bring the best weapons in Skyhold's arsenal. I also recommend packing plenty of dry rations. Most things down there will be looking to eat the Inquisition, not the other way around. Okay. Storm Coast Fissure. Okay, so it's like an extension. That's interesting. Let's go. I do want to pick up, let's get Dorian with us, actually. Let's, get Blackwall, Cole, and we will pick up Dorian. Is this it? Okay.
Inquisitor, the workers are almost done building a lift to the deep roads. No darkspawn trouble yet, but the earthquakes have been brutal.
I was told to meet a Shaper Volta.
She's waiting below. You won't see an Orzammar dwarf on the surface. They have rules about that.
Right. Also, why is my character wearing her usual, like her default wear Skyhold? That's kind of weird. Oh, interesting. Could do this. Orzammar's living in the past.
You'd think with so many of us up here, they'd relax the restrictions.
If anything, this breach business has made them even more cautious.
I'm gonna say, you don't like Orzammar?
From your tone, I'd guess Orzammar isn't your favorite place.
Hard to say if I'd like it. Cloud gazers like us aren't allowed in the city.
There are ways in. They just aren't advertised.
The lift's ready for you.
Alright, cool. Oh shit, we didn't investigate though. Oh shit. Can we talk to her though? Oh damn.
Try not to shift around, and keep back from the edge. It's a long way down.
Guess they didn't bother to build a fence around it. Just in case we like fall off or something.
Is it me, or is this the slowest lift ever constructed?
It's better than climbing down.
I could do with some music. Something with a flute.
Always wondered if I'd die down here.
Right.
You're not dead yet.
The day's just starting.
Palms calloused, clutching, clawing when the dust came.
The miners.
The stones were angry. I didn't think stones got angry.
It's got no hat. That's weird. Maybe for the cutscene they don't wear their hats, right?
Nalfric, your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
A trustful Inquisitor. The Shaper it welcomes you to the deep roads.
Alright, okay, cool. So, why are you in the shadows?
You look as though you're hiding from something.
As a citizen of Orzammar, even a glimpse of your sky could cost me my position and render me castless.
Oh shit, really? What? Okay, that's pretty damn strict. Tell me about the Shaper rate. Because I remember, like, the Shaper rate, or the, Shapers or whatever, they're like scholars, basically.
What does a Shaper do, exactly?
We chronicle the life and times of our people.
You're historians.
Also
there we go.
Scholars and genealogists. Shapers preserve knowledge in the memories, an archive in Orzammar. We record memories in Lyrium to ensure they never fade. We must be meticulous in every detail.
Alright, cool, yeah. So they're also historians too, so they pretty much like document everything in their history. Let's see, what's the latest?
My ambassador briefed me, but now I hear there are still more quakes.
Each new tremor opens another fissure in the deep roads. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold.
Oh shit. Is that the Darkspawn?
The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the Darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we can't afford to lose any more lyrium.
Oh shit, okay, yeah. Are the mines that important though? At least to us it is.
What will happen if we lose more lyrium mines?
The surface needs lyrium for all sorts of magic. The Inquisition more than most, I understand. And Orzammar's economy relies on the lyrium trade. Without it, there will be chaos above and below.
But why call upon the Inquisition?
Orzammar deals with Darkspawn all the time. Why request the Inquisition's help?
The Legion isn't prepared for this level of disaster, and the Grey Wardens haven't answered our calls for aid. Any threat to the flow of lyrium requires immediate response. The Inquisition is the only force we can rely upon.
Oh, interesting, right. So they probably called the other two and, they didn't respond. Okay. Well, not two of them, sorry. Just the Grey Wardens. They didn't respond. Let's see. How dead is this Legion?
I trust this Legion of the Dead isn't actually deceased yet.
Not yet. But they are ready to die.
Oh, shit. Damn. I almost got crushed. Oh, shit.
Apologies for pushing you. I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp.
Alright, we're gonna talk to our, Legion buddies here. Okay, so I have no idea why I'm wearing this one here. Can I go up? Shit, okay, I can't, I guess. I wanted to ask more questions to Scout Harding, but I guess I can't. Damn. Shit, okay. Well, first off, let's go ahead and just change up my inventory here, because I don't know why I don't have my armor. Then where's my helmet? Okay, there we go. I think these guys are okay. Yeah, there's his helmet. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just actually level him up so that he can actually wear the armor or whatever. So I got 1 point to spend here. Oh, nice, I could do this one, which is successfully performing an ability combo earns additional focus for the party. Okay, that's cool. I don't want to do that yet. There we go. For a second I was like, oh, hopefully I don't spend a point on nothing I wanted. So I think it's this one here. There we go. Wanted to spend on that. Black wall. I think I want to increase his armor and stuff. Hey, what's this? Champion. Okay, cool. That's new. Let's do this. You call upon the legacy of the greatest champions in history, defying enemies as you hold your position. This stops enemies from moving past you and enables you to block choke points. Okay, that's cool. They're new abilities or new skill trees now. Now, does he have anything new? Yeah, here we go. He's got a new one here. We can't spend anything though, so that's fine. Dorian. He's got the Necromancer ability. He's got 12 points to spend. Let me see if I could just do this. Okay, and then we want to do Necromancer. What's this one? Haste. You increase the speed of your entire party. While this ability is active, all enemies move and attack more slowly by comparison. Ooh, nice. Okay. I like lock those in. Let's see. Let's do this one as well. Let's see if we can give him some fire abilities too. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, 2 more points to spend. Let's do this. That's important here. And then maybe another fire ability, actually. Alright, there we go. Should be good to go. Now we can equip him with the proper stuff here. Go, he's level 10. He's got, let's see. These are what, level 11 and level 11. Okay, cool. The Witch Staff. Or Wrath of Levias. Give him that, sure. It's the armor. Oh, cool. He can actually wear this. That's awesome. Okay. I think he's like human or something, so he can wear this. Let's see. Give him a hat. Give him a hoodie. Sure. Accessories here. Oh, shit. Okay, there isn't much to do here. Black wall only. Okay. We can give that to Blackwall here. Okay, there we go. For that. Let's go ahead and unlock the next one here. There we go. Alright, we should be good. Let me just go ahead and save here, because you know, we had a good amount of cutscenes that happened. What's this? An unsent letter from a miner. Okay. Like, I like this lady's gonna help us? That's kind of cool. The shaper. Oh,
Keep your
shit.
eyes open. These roads are dangerous.
They look damn dangerous. Shit. I gotta be careful. This is, I don't remember this part with the going back to Orzammar. Let's see, claim. Okay. Let's see, wait a minute. Is it, like, technically a new map? Oh shit, there's like 6 levels. What? Okay. This is kind of cool. For some reason I forgot about this. We are back in Orzammar. Or a part of Orzammar, I guess, because Orzammar is pretty huge. It's got like multiple different kingdoms and stuff. Oh shit, what's that? Oh shit. Oh god. Oh shit. Okay. Interesting. So to break the ogre's grab, use an ability with a physical effect such as stun, knockback, or knockdown. Okay. Oh shit, it's taunted though. Okay, somehow got out of that. I don't know how. That has a shit ton of health though. Oh boy. Oh. Oh crap. Okay. Okay, he's immune to the taunt. Thank God for the berries here. Passive by Dorian here. Really helps. Oh shit, okay, he's down though. Ooh. Just reach the seal. But this guy's in the way, so I'm gonna kill him first, though. Oh shit. I wonder if I could actually be here, because I think these guys are high level, though. Got a shit ton of health. I might have to go back here. Oh shit. And maybe talk to that guy, Presswood or something. I think I'm a little too level to be here. Oh shit.
Focused on us. Now's the time to attack.
We're getting there. Oh shit. Okay, Black Wall, you gotta be careful there. Yeah, at least they're still alive. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, no, I'm okay.
It's not focused on us. Now's the time to attack. Now, while it's distracted.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit, I gotta armor up, armor up.
Now's the time to attack.
He's almost dead. Oh shit.
While it's distracted.
Okay. Whew, okay. He's almost dead, guys. Whoops! Whoa, flying off from somewhere. Okay, he's finally dead. See, now we're even.
Just returning the favor. If the ogre reached this point, the Legion must be overwhelmed. Let us hurry.
Oh shit, okay, defeat an ogre alpha. Okay, that's what it was. Nice. Okay, we got 255 gold. Superb belt of cold resistance. Silencer. Nice. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Level 26? Oh my god. And then schematic. So I think this area is way too high. As in, like, my character's level is too low, I think. Because, like, yo, like, that took forever to kill that freaking ogre. Probably at least 10 minutes. Maybe I'm not supposed to come here. I don't know. It's holy shit. Took a lot of health. But also, I think... I haven't replenished any of my items either, but let me see if I can go to the nearest camp, rest up, and then leave, and then go off to Crestwood instead to meet up with the Grey Warden there. I think this is probably a very difficult area. I'm gonna save over for now. Holy shit, that ogre took so much damage. I'm like, yo, I'm barely like
never
putting a
get used
dent.
to the stench of darkspawn. They corrupt everything, even the air.
Okay. Actually, wonder if I'm actually close to any of the camps that we can set up. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's just go to camp and maybe we can replenish our items and stuff.
That's the broken seal ahead. It is worse than I thought.
Can we? Oh. Oh shit, okay. So much for setting up camp.
Get those charges to the tunnels!
Oh shit. Like a chunky guy. I get the feeling this is DLC, but I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Oh shit, okay, let's see if we can do it. Okay, this is not too bad. Okay. I'm like, am I too low level to be here? Find out. These darkspawn look kind of weird. They look like little buff, like short guys or something. Oh shit! Okay. Oh shit! Okay. Cole is dead. Oh no. A lot of these darkspawn guys. Oh god. Oh shit. See if we can use these bees. This'll help, I think. Oh shit, he's got like no health. Oh my god. Oh god, Dorian's dead too. Oh shit. I might actually have to leave this area and go somewhere else actually. Oh shit, okay, I'm dead. Ooh, okay, let's just load here. Yeah, I'm gonna leave now. This area is a little too difficult, I think. So we will go back. And let's just go back to Skyhold. Can we actually go back here? Yeah, we can. This has just been changed from Haven to Skyhold now. Okay, we will have to skip that for now and then come back later because I just realized like the items that we got, they're like way high level. We are only level 10 or 11. Alright, cool. So what we're gonna do is let's replenish some of our items here. Go back to the Undercraft and see if we can talk to someone, like talk to the new person that we actually brought on, like the Arcanist.
I was gonna use them for dinner and then
This just looks different. Okay, so we got, it's cleaned up now, which is nice. We got some noble people here from Orlais. I just don't want to talk to them yet, so. There's my new throne. It's pretty sweet. We got new windows. I think we got new banners as well. Let's go back to the Undercraft here.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Yeah, who is it? I don't remember this person. Some weird stuff.
Hello there.
Okay, so it's like a brand new person.
Don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
Oh no, it's Dagna. Okay, so I don't know if you ever played the original or the original game, or you never heard of her. Dagna was like this woman from Orzammar who wanted to learn more about magic, even though dwarves are not magically inclined. They are not born with magic. So I basically helped her out in the first game to get her to be at the Circle of the Magi, and she could learn whatever magic she wanted. So, but it's kind of cool. I totally forgot that she comes back in this game because she's a side character, like a side quest or something like that. And you can help her out, or if not, but it's cool that she's here.
You're the magical advisor?
Oh, you're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. Reach was pretty too. In a destroy everything sort of way.
Alright, cool. Let's see. Welcome to the Inquisition.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Harris devices. Precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking. No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Interesting. Okay, so where did you study magic? Because I think she went to one of the Circle of Magi somewhere in Ferelden.
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at a circle. I had to fight to do it. Everyone said I couldn't. Everyone. I swept floors in libraries, traded rooms for tomes. I met outsiders like me, new thinkers. If there's something to know about magic, I'll find it. There's no barriers to what magic can do, Inquisitor, no matter what they say.
Interesting. Okay, so why did you agree to join us? Yeah, why did you come all the way here from being in the circle for so long?
You were quick to join the Inquisition. Is there something you want?
How could I waste a chance to get close to you? And Corypheus? My goodness. And actual physical rifts in the Vale? I mean, we dwarves know dreams, right? Now there are doors. We can do doors. So there's that, and all the things you'll probably find, and what I'll get to make. Rules are different here. Plus, you're paying me a lot. Like, wow, so much.
That's kind of cool. Forget that we're actually paying these people to be here. Let's see. Let's talk about your title.
What qualifies you to be an arcanist?
I took the title because I'm a magical researcher, philosopher, and master of practical application. And I like it. I can't actually do magic because I'm a dwarf, but that also means no risk of possession. Safer than a mage. It means that every skill I have, I've learned through reason and understanding. Coming from the Smith caste, I know the value of mastering craft. Did you know dwarves invented enchanting? Probably.
Let's see. What are your skills?
What is it you do, exactly?
I was born to the forge. That's literal in the Smith caste. So the hammer and tong, that's like a heartbeat. But you've a man for that already, and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic. Magical study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks. I studied it all with an objective eye. No secrets, no fears. That lets me apply principles like no other. Maybe one other, but I don't have that wonky of a mind, so I still kind of win.
Interesting. Okay, so let's see. Tell me about enchanting.
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyrium's the heart. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it. So, a mage can make your weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. Drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
Interesting. Okay, so you can make masterworks. That's kind of cool. So, you know, her being at the Circle of Magi, there's no risk of possession at all. So, there is no, she's like not endangered or anything like that.
You have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks?
Yeah, it's cool.
There's an art to the forge as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more. In short.
Alright, cool.
Another time, Dagna.
Of course. Bring me what you want made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
Alright, that's actually pretty cool. So let's go ahead and talk to her again.
Well, how are you?
Let's see. You notice the anchor?
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Corypheus say. It's a long chain of who said what's. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Corypheus made it to open. But it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
Alright, let's see. I want something crafted. Let's see if she can do anything for us right now.
Dagna, show me what you can do.
Do you want fire? The first ask is always fire. It's fire, isn't it? Here's how it goes. Bring me the rare stuff for enchanting or masterworks and prep it here, just like normal. Except it's not. It's manipulation of primal forces. And I'll make sure it goes just right. You'll see. They'll all see.
Alright, cool. You have to bring the materials, is that right? Modify armor, special shipments. Okay. Sword of Charis? Okay. It's the Skyhold customization there. Alright, cool. So, need to make these things first. And then she'll do something about it, right? So we need... I don't know where to get these blank rune stones, though. I think we need to buy them? I think that's what we need to do. Well, let me see if this guy actually sells them over here. I think he does. I guess not. Alright, cool. Nothing. We'll come back another time, though, to do that, the masterworks and stuff. I actually wonder if I can sell anything here now that I'm here, you know? The craft. Let's see. That's fast travel there, and this is like... I think the merchants in the undercraft. Okay, cool. How many items do I have, actually? Okay, it's not bad. We can deal with that for now. Who's this?
What did the Seeker say?
A new lady.
Lady Cassandra feels her connections with the Navarran court wouldn't be of use, my lady. Of course she does.
Alright, off to the war room and see what has been completed. Probably a bunch of stuff or something. Let's just check Orlais here. There's nothing in Orlais right now. Okay, these are all done. Okay, cool. Report ready. Ambassador Montilier, please convey my thanks to the Inquisitor. The Inquisition soldiers were of great help in clearing the area for the memorial's construction, and the sight of their uniforms raised spirits immeasurably. The monument will stand forever as a testament to the strength and fortitude of the faithful. Marquis de Relion. Okay, got a new grip. Nice. Alright, Dorian's request. Dorian's leads were effective. The Inquisition found several locations where these Venatori could be hiding. Advanced camps, purpose unknown. If you wish to deal with these mages, I'm certain Dorian would be pleased. I'll mark the locations on your map should you pass by any on your travels. Nice, we got influence too. And let's see, the Merchant Princess. It says here, a bundle of documents at least 50 pages thick explains the trade agreement the Inquisition has entered into with the Merchant Princess of Antiva. Josephine has attached a note. Holy shit, this is long. But this is a short note. I'm just saying, like, the package of documents with the, you know, ensuring our alliance with the Merchant Princess is pretty damn long. It says here, Inquisitor, I am more than satisfied with the agreement we reached with the Merchant Princess. Here is a duplicate if you wish to review it. I would put aside 3 days and 24 candles. Ambassador Montilier. Shit, that's a lot of, like, reading to do. 50 pages for an agreement with the Antivan princess. I guess they want to ensure that they get rich themselves, you know? Let's do... I'm surprised it doesn't show you the level here. But it did show us that it's, like, it's open, though. Okay, let's take care of some stuff on the missions here. It says here, Inquisitor, I feel like we should have met, seeing as you were camped in the western part of my country. Until someone wiped Haven off the map. My map. That was annoying. First, I have one army in Ferelden without a buyer leave, and then there are two, but I digress. My point is that I'm King Alistair, ruler of Ferelden, and I've learned who was behind that second army. His cult of the Winter followers is supposedly in the royal palace. Somewhere, cackling no doubt. Seeing as your Inquisition knows far more about them, I'm hopeful you can help us find these cultists and ask them all to leave, with pointy swords. I don't even want to know what they're up to. One archdemon per age is really all Ferelden can stomach. Thank you very much, King Alistair. There. Okay, so in this case, the default story is like Alistair becomes king. It's not Queen Honora. Shit. We need to get rid of these cultists and stuff. Let's see. I have just the agent in mind for this. Allow me to send her to dinner to quietly hunt down the Venatori spies. That's pretty good. It's also much more efficient too, without causing any sort of chaos here. We send Cullen and forces to aid in the manhunt. Not only should we help, but everyone should see us doing it. Oh, I see. It's like more like for reputation. It's actually pretty good too. But I don't know if Cullen, sending Cullen's forces is an efficient way to do it. I think with Liliana, we don't want to cause any sort of disturbance or noise. Let's just have Liliana on this one here.
Let's see what we have.
Let's do Arl of Redcliffe. Madam Ambassador, please allow me to convey my deepest sympathies over the losses at Haven. It was surely Andraste as well that guided anyone out of that calamity alive. In light of this tragedy, I would pledge material support to the Inquisition, but unfortunately my own lands have suffered heavy damages, thanks to warfare between the mages and Templars. I can, however, tell you that there was a very profitable mine on the western border of the Redcliffe Arling, which the Templars cut off. I do not know the present condition of the mine, but if you wish to reclaim it, I will be glad to let you take from it whatever you can between now and Winter's End. Sincerely, Arl Tegan. So, back in the day in Dragon Age Origins, it was Ban Tegan. So I think, I guess Arl Eamon died or something. I guess he was really old, so it makes sense. So I guess Ban Tegan became Arl Tegan instead. Okay, so I guess only Cullen could do this. I know the mine he's talking about. We should deploy troops at once. Alright, cool.
Inquisitor.
Gain Orzamar's friendship. Okay. Let's see. We have received the message from Orzamar. Knowing an ancient darkspawn threatens Data's, King Balin officially declared his support for the Inquisition. Josephine. Oh shit, Balin actually becomes king in this one. Okay, so when I originally played Dragon Age Origins, I chose Duke Caramont or something like that. I think that's his name. But no, in this case, like, the default or the canon story is that King Balin or Prince Balin becomes King Balin. Okay. Let's see. I would advise sending a delegation to Orzammar as soon as possible to claim this alliance. Pretty good. And they don't want to participate, so I'm going to send Josephine.
Let us begin.
Alright, so we're going to stop there. Yeah, we'll stop there, actually. Sent them on their missions and stuff, so they'll get that stuff organized. So, we'll have to put a pause on the going into the deep roads. It's like so difficult. What the hell? Oh shit. Okay. I'll do that another time. But anyways, I'm going to call a night and end the stream. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream so far. I'm going to continue Friday. So for anyone who has missed any of the previous streams, feel free to check out the playlists. They're all organized and mostly up to date. If you do want to check out the old playthroughs of Dragon Age Origins and then Dragon Age 2, those are all complete, so you can check those out if you want. But anyways, I'm gonna call it a night. Hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you Friday. Bye.